Hey up and welcome to Callums Corner. Do you like the new whip? It's so awesome. It's not my car, I bought it for my nephew Eddie today. We had an awesome day. There's a potential chance that tomorrow I'm getting dumped, so I decided to just go all out today and have the most fun I could. So I took Eddie out and we made a video together where he could choose anything he wanted and I would buy it for him. And this car was one of the items. I've got quite attached to it actually. Decided to drive it in for my intro because I'm thinking of making a video in the car. Kind of a 24-hour challenge where I can't leave the car. Anything I need to do, I have to drive there in the little whip. I don't know, beeping, it's got everything there, see you got aircon. Yeah, let me know in the comments if that is a challenge you want to see me film. 24 hours in the whip. Yeah, I wanted to have a good day today because there's a fair chance that tomorrow I'm going to get dumped. A week or so ago, me and my girlfriend went on our first trip away together. We went down to London for the night. Unfortunately, the day before, I had a couple of teeth removed and I ended up having a blood clot dislodged and suffering from something called dry socket. Incredibly painful and it made me very eggy. There was a street performer in Covent Garden who kept trying to involve me in his performance and I wasn't up for it. I warned him off and he kept persisting 3 times. Third time I threatened to break his jaw. My girlfriend wasn't very happy with that. She got really eggy with me. We didn't really talk to each other for the rest of the day and when we got back to Bristol we said we'd give each other a little break for a few days and tomorrow is the day where we meet up for the first time. So I thought I'd just go all out today and have some fun because tomorrow I might be quite miserable. Fittingly actually, as well as the car, another bit of good news, my first ever merchandise that I've purchased came through. Memeulous merch. My wife left me and took the kids. Yeah, funny little t-shirt. Awesome. Right, I'm going to wrap that up for this evening. I will be back with you tomorrow, I'm sure, and I will let you know whether I've still got a girlfriend or not. I mean, fingers crossed I have. But I don't want to just take all the blame because I do feel like a little bit she could have been a bit more understanding about the whole situation. So, yeah, we'll see. I want a girlfriend, but I don't want to kind of compromise my morals. Although I don't know whether that's possible. Right, see you tomorrow. Right, I am not long back from my girlfriend, so I thought I would do you a update. I stayed the night there, so I've still got a girlfriend. Obviously, that's positive. However, I've woken up today feeling a little bit conflicted, so I thought I'd do the update, and hopefully it will sort stuff out in my mind a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I feel a tiny bit like I've compromised myself, to be honest with you. So I went over there, and we spoke about what had happened last week. You know, she had points. You know, I apologise. I shouldn't have threatened to break that bloke's jaw, the street performer bloke. And she made a good point that I should have just said to her, that bloke's annoying the crap out of me, can we just go somewhere else, you know. But I do feel a little bit like I've taken all the blame, do you know what I mean? I kind of feel like if it was the other way round, I would have been a bit more understanding, you know. She knew I had 2 teeth out, I had bloody dry socket, she knew I was in pain. Yeah, okay, I shouldn't have threatened to knock him out, but don't hold it against me all bloody afternoon. Be a bit more understanding, do you know what I mean? Don't get a cob on. You know, I just feel like if it was reversed, situation was reversed, I would have been more understanding, you know. For once a month, she's bloody mental chicken oriental when she's pulsing with her bloody PMS, and I don't hold that against her, do I? So I was a bit annoyed with that. And also some other stuff. Sometimes it does feel a tiny bit like she's pecking at me, like peck, like there's always something that I'm doing, like she's always moaning about something, like, oh, you've left the light on again, oh, you always make a mess when you make a cup of tea, your beard scratchy, oh, that was a bit quick, you know. It's a compliment, if anything, don't moan. And she's also going on about this time we went to a party a couple of months ago, and there was this bloke there who I couldn't take him seriously. I didn't say anything to him, but he just annoyed me. He was a middle-aged bloke, a white bloke in Bristol, wearing a poncho. And I said on the way home I couldn't take him seriously, and she's now going on about, you know, me being judgmental, judging him on the way he dresses. Like, I'm not judging people on the way they dress. I respect them more if they don't care about the way they look. It's unimportant to me, you know. But he has consciously made a decision as a middle-aged white bloke living in Bristol to dress like a Mexican peasant woman. You know, if you're not a Mexi bloody can, you Mexi bloody can't get away with that in my eyes. So I thought that was fair enough. You know, just little things like that, you know, things that I think are fair enough. I just sometimes feel a bit pecked by her. I don't know. So I'm a little bit conflicted. Like, I've been stuck into a corner and been not forced to take all the blame, but I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully this will pass and I'll go back to just being happy again. We're meeting up for lunch tomorrow, so I'll see how I feel then, I guess. Hey, all right. Lunch has well, it's not gone well. I'm now single. Don't worry, I'm not devastated or anything. To be honest with you, I was the one who started talking about whether we should break up. I got to the cafe, and as soon as I walked in, I've realised that she doesn't like my t-shirt. Like, she's looked at it, and her mouth has done this funny little puckering thing, like a cat's anus that's been just sprinkled with lemon juice. Just kind of. I thought she'd just have a chuckle at it. It's just a joke. Do you know what I mean? And it took her about 5 minutes, but she then brought it up and said, "What's that new t-shirt?" And I explained it. It's just a little bit of merchandise from a YouTuber. My wife left and took the kids. And she was like, she just didn't like it. She said, "Is it not a bit childish and stuff?" And I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, oh God, it's just a t-shirt. It's just meant to be funny. And it just seemed like every little thing was an issue, and I was worrying about it in my head all the time. Like, was this annoying her? Is this annoying her? And I should just be sitting there, thinking about the all-day breakfast I've got coming. And I started thinking, back to like previous relationships. It's been a little while since I've been in a relationship, a proper one. My last one before this was with a lady called Michelle, and it was just really emotionally charged. But there was none of this worrying about whether I was annoyed or anything. It was just we wanted each other. Unfortunately, it didn't end well with me and Michelle. I met her not long after she'd broken up with her previous boyfriend, a gimp called Gareth. We got together and it was great, boom boom ahoy, passionate, just lovely. We got on so well, until unfortunately one evening, in the kind of throes of passion, she, I don't want to be crude, but she attempted to digitally penetrate me, a finger up my booper. It horrified me, obviously, with my hemorrhoids and stuff. It was painful, it was invasive, it was shocking. I maintain it's almost like being raped, it was, oh God. And I didn't react well to it, what the hell are you doing? I was cross, I was shocked, I was out of my comfort zone. She left and I didn't phone her, and unfortunately she ended up getting back together with Gareth. But I kept comparing the relationships, apart from that horrifying incident, it was all good, everything. I always wanted to be with her, I wasn't worrying and stuff, that I was annoying her. And if I can't even wear a funny t-shirt, it's no good. I've got my own merchandise coming out as well, if she doesn't like this, she's definitely not going to like me walking around in my own Callums Army t-shirt, is she? You've just got to be on the same page, and we're just not. So I just started saying, it seems like we're kind of arguing and maybe not got a lot in common right now, and she quite readily agreed. I think she was trying to take it like the power and dump me, but I was the one who started speaking about it first. It's slightly unfortunate, isn't it? It's tempting to bring the merchandise from Memeulous, buy his bloody merchandise, stick it on, and 2 hours later I'm single. I love the guy, but he's definitely, he's a tiny little virgin, isn't he? And his channel's quite virginal. It's not, maybe it's cursed, it's spread to me, was the thought in my head. But no, I've done the right thing, I feel, you've got to be happy. That's the most important thing in life. So, yeah, I think I've done the right thing. We'll see how I feel. At the moment, it's a little bit like being in shock because it's all happened quite quickly. But I do feel like it was the right thing. We'll see how I feel tomorrow, though. Alright, we're now late afternoon in my first post-breakup day, and I thought I'd give you guys a little update. Not loads has happened today, not massive amounts to report, only one incident of note. I've been trying to keep busy because I didn't want my mind to kind of turn on me and start questioning the decision. So I've been doing loads of stuff all day. Straight away when I woke up, I went straight down to the co-op to get some shopping in. And I had this terribly embarrassing thing where about halfway through my shop, I realised that the t-shirt I was wearing, I had on inside out and back to front. It was awful. A label on the front of me like I was some kind of special needs kid out on a trip or something, or was your name tag Callum. Awful. And the worst thing was that people have been looking at me, and I hadn't kind of worked out it was because I hadn't put my clothes on properly. I was kind of thinking, maybe it's like some kind of post-breakup glow or something that I'm exuding. People are picking up on it, they're liking it. No, I just look like a right twat. I had to scuttle out of the co-op and run to the co-op behind and take my t-shirt off and change it round. I couldn't do it in the shop. I looked like I was some kind of demented flasher or something getting off on the bargain goods. Yeah, that wasn't good. Disappointing, actually, because I had a similar incident a year or so ago, actually about 2 years ago now. I went for a job interview, and after my interview, I realised that I had a massive bit of boiled egg just stuck in my beard. Since then, I've tried to avoid stuff like that. I check my face very carefully in the mirror before leaving the house, but I've been doing it in a shaving mirror and kind of concentrating on the mouth and beard area. Obviously, I now need to be looking in a full-length mirror. I mean, it might just be because I was distracted and trying to keep busy and the breakup and stuff, but it's a worrying development when you can't even dress yourself properly. Yeah, we need a system in place to make sure I don't embarrass myself like that again. But apart from that, it's been okay. My mind hasn't turned on me, and I haven't been questioning it. I still think I made the right decision. We'll keep going for a couple of days in the vlog, I think, just to see come out the other side of it, because you never know which way it's going to go. The first day or so, I was expecting to have like this suddenly real. Hey yo, so it's been a couple of days now since the breakup, and actually, generally, I'm doing alright with it. For the first day or so, I was expecting to have like this sudden realisation, for the pit of my stomach suddenly drop out and to think, oh god, what have you done, you're single again, you're never going to get boom boom again. But actually, none of that has happened. The darkness is kind of not flooded in, which is nice. And I've kind of been enjoying it as well, the freedom. There's been some pluses, this for one. I don't know whether the camera's picking this up, but this is Jeremy Corbyn, one of my 3 new guinea pigs. My relationship with my guinea pigs has strengthened, it's intensified. You can see how relaxed this little guy is now. I don't know whether you can hear these little noises. He's loving it. He's absolutely loving it, and it's the same with the other 2 as well. I've been getting them out 2-3 times a day, just stroking them and stuff. They're incredibly emotionally complex little creatures, but we've definitely bonded. I've started working on my music again. It's been a little while now since I released a track, and I always said this year was going to be my musical year, and I kind of got distracted by that. And sometimes that can be the way with girlfriends, especially when it's not the right one for you, which is, I am thinking is definitely the case now. And also, the beard is going along nicely, so there's loads to be positive about. Right, that's where we're going to end the video. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a like. If you didn't, please do leave a dislike. I like your honest opinions. And yeah, thanks very much for watching.